Bros love reality TV. Have you ever noticed your boyfriend or husband in the background while you're trying to wind down and enjoy The Housewives?
They linger in the back of the room and ask questions, offer their opinions, but when you ask them to take a seat and watch with you, suddenly they're not interested.
Well, here at Bros and Shows, we are tired of perpetuating that dudes don't love reality TV. Because guess what? We do. And it's time we erase the stigma that comes with it.
And we cover it all, from Real Housewives to The Bachelor, from Vanderpump Rules to The Traitors, and we're ready to give you our takes.
Bros and Shows, a podcast from the bros for everyone, for whoever wants to listen.
I'm Ann Foster, host of the feminist women's history comedy podcast, Vulgar History, and every week I share the saga of a woman from history whose story you probably didn't already know and you will never forget after you hear it. Sometimes we re-examine well-known people like Cleopatra or Pocahontas, sharing the truth behind their legends. Sometimes we look at the scandalous women you'll never find in a history textbook. If you can hear my cat purring, she is often on the podcast as well. Listen to Vulgar History wherever you get your podcasts.
Can you change your personality? How does peer pressure work? Should you ever really trust your gut? These are just a few of the topics we've recently tackled on my podcast, Something You Should Know. It's a podcast where leading experts give you valuable intel that you can use in your life today. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and with over 1,000 episodes and over 4,000 mostly 5-star reviews, I invite you to check out Something You Should Know wherever you listen.
What are you doing?
Putting more salt into my electrolytes.
Okay.
I'm salting everything now. I don't drink water unless it tastes like the sea. I'm going to be making pasta in my Stanley.
Okay.
Hey, it was helpful yesterday.
Good.
I think.
Go electrolytes. You should be eating a pickle a day. You need to get a big jar like I have.
I do, and I need to do it like yours, where they don't have to be refrigerated, because I don't like
technically they're supposed to be, but
no, but those
don't.
are the ones they keep at the grocery store.
I know. That's exactly what I said.
That's fine.
Yeah,
and also like you're
at
not
a
letting
deli
your house
counter,
get hot.
No, at a deli counter, they're sitting there just like that.
Yeah. No, you're fine. But
yeah, if it started doing the bulbous thing on the top of the thing, then yeah, but it's not. So,
but also like there's enough room in there and like all of that. For me, the issue is I actually have in fact drank all of the juice out of all of the pickle jars. So right now I have pickles that are kind of drying out, and but I don't like when they're too cold. They hurt my teeth.
Yeah. Well,
so I need to do it like yours.
Yeah. Just go next time you go to Costco, get a jar of pickles.
Good call. Good call. Yeah, but also turns out like I really shouldn't be skipping or like the take as needed of my beta blocker. It's like I should take it 2 to 3 times a day and then more as needed, not like take it whenever you need it. Even though
because your body needs it consistently, so your take as needed is different than somebody else's take as needed. That's why it says take as needed, as opposed to this is the dosage.
Yeah. Well, you know me, I take things a little bit too literally, and so
like that time you're like, I haven't had some type of infection. You're like, I haven't had that this year, and I was like, they meant in the last calendar year, not as in 2025.
No, but and it was like January 15th.
I know.
It was like, have you been sick this year? And I was like, or whatever, have you had this year? And I was like, no. And you're like, Megan, they mean 365. They don't care if you had it in the last 2 weeks. How would that apply if then they asked you this question in December? Mm-hmm. That's a very different time frame. And I was like, oh, yeah. So I'm just a little too literal. So I was like, oh, I take it like whenever I feel like I need it. The issue is like I shouldn't feel like I need it. Like I should. But then I'm also convinced it's what's like it's part of like the side effects are making me feel not great. So I need to switch it. And that's why I made that primary care physician appointment. So they can direct me to something. Actually, I didn't make the appointment. I just switched to it. And then hopefully I'll get a confirmation code and then I can book. Physician change update. We've received. It will take effect immediately. Perfect.
Great. Confirmation and everything.
Well, hey, hi, hello. Welcome to
Fisty Friday. That was pretty good.
Oh my God. Thanks.
I meant
what I'm
like
here
a
for.
speed and sync.
Well,
You are
don't
half
jinx
of
it.
that.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx the NSYNC part. Because we know my computer has been a lot.
True.
So I just want to let you know, I'm not going to get into it, but you should know we have a Patreon if anyone doesn't know. And we do live streams there twice a month. And our last one, you had to go to Samantha's premiere to you.
Mm-hmm.
It was premiering her movie to you.
Yes.
And so
they treated it like it was a premiere, so.
That's what I thought. I thought that's what they would do.
Yeah, but they had a premiere the week before.
Okay, well, so you know the thing about movies. They love premiering them over and over again, but they premiere them in every city. They go London premiere.
I guess
New York,
we went
LA.
from Culver. They went from Culver City to Burbank. So,
and by the way, I did see a TikTok of someone who was born and raised in Los Angeles who said that his New Year's resolution was to discover Culver City.
I saw it too. And Culver City is technically its own city, so
it is. It's fully
even though
its own
it's
city.
right, everything around it is
Los
Angeles,
similar to Beverly Hills. And what the Palisades desperately wants.
Yeah.
So you came over and we did the live stream, and then
after I sat in the most atrocious traffic that I've ever been in Los Angeles.
Yeah. And we, I took you on a little, on your way out, I gave you a show of something that I thought was going to be on the street and it wasn't there. And then I continued on the live stream because everybody was like, wait, we want to hang out and talk longer. And so I did. Melissa, the way that they were like, they loved when they were like, oh my God, without Melissa here, Meghan, there's no one keeping you in check. The amount of times I paused, I by the way, still haven't uploaded the second half of it.
Which you need to.
I need to. Let me write that down. When I tell you the stuff that I was just like pause and I was like, okay, I'll tell you about this. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this. It was so funny. Okay, upload live stream. One of my favorite moments was Mary conducted a Hunger Games simulation where she typed in all of our names and then we read, it was like a fanfic Mad Lib sort of a thing. And so then it like told us about how we all did in the Hunger Games. You should know you did pretty good. But there were some alternative characters like Soraya's Fedora.
Oh my gosh.
And there was Short Evil Mary, which was, alternate universe Mary, who is petite.
Which
and
probably is real life Mary.
But she lived up to her name. She was evil.
Great.
And then Mott's was there too. Pretty sure he died at the hands of Short Evil Mary. I think it was Erica who was collecting, everybody killed one person. Erica killed 15. It was.
And that also makes sense.
Exactly. It was a lot. And I'm going to spoil it for you about who won.
Okay, I'm not going to watch it. So.
Exactly. It was Soraya, and you should know that.
And that also makes sense.
And we all said, everybody was like, yeah, it's going to be Soraya. But you should know that I think she was already there. Soraya was asleep on the live stream.
Mm-hmm. And again, that also makes sense.
When Soraya won, and we're all talking about Soraya, we're not talking to Soraya because we know Soraya's asleep. Soraya does not live in the States.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we understand. But we're all talking about her, and then suddenly she just hops off the live stream, and I was like, you guys, I think we said her name so many times, she panicked and realized she had fallen asleep and said, I must leave. And we were like, Soraya, we were applauding you because you won the whole Hunger Games. And it was so funny. We talked about so much random shit. And it was great. And this is just a great promo for the Patreon live stream. Because here's the thing. If you are in the Patreon and you watch the live streams and you don't participate and you're like, oh my God, these are so fun. Just think about the times that we pause and we go, okay, off the record. Mm-hmm. And those you can only get if you're there.
Correct.
Remind me to tell you one of the things we talked. I was like, I was like, Melissa's going to die when she hears it. We just spent 30 minutes talking about this. It's so funny. But how was the movie?
It was really good, actually. It had a good, because I thought it was a scary movie, and I don't like scary movies.
It's not.
And it's more suspense sci-fi.
Ooh. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And it had a really good twist. I did not see it coming at all.
I already told Mats he should watch it because I thought it was going to be straight horror. Mm-hmm. And I'm supportive from proxy.
Yeah.
But I was like, with love, I don't think I can watch a horror movie. But if it is more thriller, suspensey.
Yeah, it's not horror as in like scary. There's one little bloody part, but and I closed my eyes, but one of them days was more bloody than that. So,
and I can attest because I did have to close my eyes for 5 whole minutes. Melissa, we watched it this weekend.
What'd you think?
First of all, I thought I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Mott's loved it.
Incredible movie.
Looking over at him.
Number 1 and 2. It keeps going back and forth all week.
He's like full open mouth smile, and he goes, "Oh God, this is so good. This is so good." And I was like, did you not think it was going to be good? He goes, "No, I did, but like, I had high hopes, and it surpassed all of them." Like we both were like laughing out loud.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, in the words of Harry Styles, it was a movie that feels like a real movie, and it was just Cat Williams, and it was so fucking funny. I was like cackling, but like just the chemistry of everybody. I also I love when they make movies in LA and they make sense being made in LA.
And I told you when I watched it, but after I got out of the movie, I took an alternate route home because I was like, where is this stuff? But I wasn't looking for it. Yeah. My GPS just sent me on an alternate route, and it sent me through like that where SZA had climbed up on the that was SZA, right? They climbed up on the light pole. They took me through. Like I was like, this is it. And I snapped a picture. I'm like at the corner.
No, I love that because as I'm not going to say I'm La La Land's number 1 hater. That is Ryan Gosling. But like I'm up there with number 2. There's nothing that infuriates me more that movies that tout themselves as like a love letter to Los Angeles and like they're in Santa Monica and then suddenly they're in Studio City and they got there in 5 minutes. Like
no, everything around it's all basically in the area I live in and Playa Vista, which also makes sense. Like it, and that's still like 15 minutes away. Like it's still all in the same area. It makes sense for where they're going. Everything is great. It
was just so good and it was so funny. It was it was just hilarious. And like they had such great chemistry. I was deeply impressed by the whole thing and I just thought it was like so fun and so funny, and I recommend everybody watch it. Like I loved it. I did close my eyes for all the blood, and I told Mons that I was like, Melissa warned me that there's like and like you could kind of see in the trailer, so like we obviously both knew it was coming, but I was like, oh, she warned me that like to just close my eyes and like when it's done, it's done, but like when it starts, it's like when you think it's gonna start. So like just close your eyes, and so I did, and he was like, ooh, good call, because that was a lot. I was like, yeah. And it's also the worst kind of blood circumstance for two people who don't like blood. Yes. It's the worst possible, because it's not like, oh, someone got their head chopped off in the woods. We're not in those circumstances and situations. No. This is a medical setting. Yes. You're not coding.
It was so good, though. Like, Avi and I saw it in the theaters on like a Tuesday, I think. Nobody was, and it was like the week before it was leaving theaters anyway. So like we had the whole theater to ourselves and we were just having a good ass time.
I know. I remember. I forget what I was doing because you texted me. You were like, last minute, if you can, we're going to go at this time. And I was like, fuck, I can't. But I wish I'd saw it in theaters. But like, it's like, I mean, it would have been better on a big screen, but like, it's really good. And Mons was like, he's like, this is not a plane movie. And I was like, no, it's not. No, it's not a plane movie at all. And what did we start watching that we were like, oh, this is a plane? Oh, we started watching something else that we were like, this should be instead for an airplane. And we stopped, but we were both really bored. Can't even remember. That's how unmemorable
That's how bad it was.
Bros love reality TV. Have you ever noticed your boyfriend or husband in the background while you're trying to wind down and enjoy the Housewives?
They linger in the back of the room and ask questions, offer their opinions, but when you ask them to take a seat and watch with you, suddenly they're not interested.
Well, here at Bros and Shows, we are tired of perpetuating that dudes don't love reality TV, because guess what? We do, and it's time we erase the stigma that comes with it.
And we cover it all, from Real Housewives to The Bachelor, from Vanderpump Rules to The Traitors, and we're ready to give you our takes.
Bros and Shows, a podcast from the bros for everyone, for whoever wants to listen.
What's up, fellow TV watchers? It's Brian from The Core Podcast, where we cover all things Apple TV+. We are wrapping up our recaps of Emmy favorite Severance, but 2025 on Apple TV Plus is just getting started. In April and May, The Core is recapping Seth Rogen's new Hollywood satire, The Studio, and John Hamm's dark comedy, Your Friends and Neighbors. We'll also be recapping the first 2 seasons of Apple's sci-fi thriller, Foundation, heading into the 3rd season of that later this year. Search for The Core, all things Apple TV Plus, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
I'm Amy Nicholson, the film critic for the LA Times.
And I'm Paul Scheer, an actor, writer, and director. You might know me from The League, Veep, or my non-eligible for Academy Award role in Twisters.
We come together to host Unspooled, a podcast where we talk about good movies, critical hits,
fan favorites, must-sees, and in case you missed them.
We're talking Parasite to Home Alone.
From Grease to The Dark Knight.
So if you love movies like we do, come along on our cinematic adventure.
Listen to Unspooled wherever you get your podcasts.
And don't forget to hit the follow button.
Did you finish?
I actually finished it the day that before I saw you. Like, we could have talked about it, but I didn't want us to get off track.
Yeah.
I talked about that the week from today. Wednesday,
oh my God.
set my Epsom salt bath.
Oh, you did your whole, you did your dream night.
And then just propped it up on my computer next to the bathtub and just watched it.
Do you like it?
I didn't like the ending.
Really?
I did not like the ending. I thought it was so predictable. Like, that was the most obvious person to pick to be.
By the end, yeah.
I thought it was even at the beginning, if you wanted to pick the most obvious person, it would be this person.
Who was your pick initially?
Well, the thing is like, it should subvert, and I think it should be somebody that we liked.
I thought the whole time that it was going to be the first husband. And then it makes sense that I was picking up on that was because she didn't not spoiler alert to everybody.
Yeah.
That she was impersonating him.
Yeah, because it was I thought it could have been the mom.
Oh, Jane Curtin. Okay.
Yeah. Which I know that, I don't know, we can cut this out if I shouldn't put this in there, that you auditioned to play young version of her.
I'm fine with that.
And an older version of her, I was like, I can definitely see this.
So I couldn't really, I could see it in the sense that she definitely looks like people I'm related to.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely, not the Irish side, but the other side, she definitely looks like people that I'm related to. And so I'm like, okay, I get it. We probably have some of the same
traits.
Similar, or background of some. I wouldn't be shocked if she's got some Dutch in her. And then, but when I watch younger videos of her, I was like, okay. I mean, I don't know, because I was auditioning for younger her. When I saw her in this, I was like, oh, that's gonna be me when I'm older.
Yes,
I was like,
yes,
oh, no, because I didn't even realize it was Jane Curtin until I was looking at the cast, and I was like, wait, it is her. Damn, I forgot that. And yeah, no, I feel the exact same way. So when I get old, hit me up again, everybody. I'll play Jane Curtin.
Yeah, but I thought that would have been fun to be her, but no one, I just didn't think, I didn't like how it was too, this is the most obvious person that it would be. I liked everything up until that moment. Everything.
Would you have liked, if it had been the two, the housekeeper and the...
No.
Well,
no, because then we already spent a whole episode on them. So I already knew. So going into it, I already knew it wasn't going to be them because we've already spent a whole episode on them.
I do think at this point though, it was we'd already talked to everybody that it kind of felt what was the part that we never figured out? Oh, the part that I brought up last time that I was we've talked about the calligrapher and writing everybody's names. I thought that was going to be a bigger plot point.
It was just to get that little weirdo in. That was all it was for.
Yeah, but why wasn't he? Because I was did he see something? Is it something that?
So, that would have been a good one too if it was him, because then it could have been he's been throwing everybody off with the calligraphy stuff, and he was I just didn't think it was an earned ending.
I do think at a certain point, because they did such a deep dive on everybody that I'm unless you introduce a brand new character. that like that's who this was. They like snuck in and snuck out, and that's when they brought the guy who like ended up there who like wasn't supposed to be there. But like
that's what I mean. Like the calligrapher was the only reason that guy was able to be in.
But like at a certain point, once we've already dissected and interviewed and talked to like every single person, it's not gonna be as big of a twist because like we already have all that. So I do wonder if it's, you know, in typical Shonda way, where we're like, okay, this was, and then the next season we're completely fucking different, absolutely different.
Yeah.
But I did think she was. I liked I liked her.
The acting was great. I thought the writing, the set design, like everything was great. Beautiful. It just like those last few minutes just didn't pay off for me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I loved her in the treehouse looking for the birds. I was like, where the fuck is this?
I felt like South America.
No, but like where they filmed it?
Oh. I don't know.
Because
could have been anywhere.
It could have been anywhere, but I just want to know where'd you put that big? Did you build that on? Is that at Radley? Like where'd you build that thing? Like that was just so cool. So I'm excited for a second season. Hopefully it's good. And now you have time to watch Paradise.
Yeah. Next on the list. They've started airing it on ABC.
Oh. That makes sense.
They've done that with a few Hulu shows. I mean, they had to edit it, right? I haven't watched any of it. They would have to edit it for.
Yeah, there's some but.
I know his ass is in there.
But
his wife talked about it.
The other thing I'm a little bit, it's a little some might accuse it of being anti-American, but like I think that wanting better for your country in general is the most patriotic thing you can do. But ABC tends to air on like pretty, they don't take big like risks like that on like
Scandal though
current time. Well, that's what I was gonna say, but like on like current TV, like with Scandal have been. I mean, they had a lot of fucking sex on Scandal too.
Yeah, but I know they did the same thing for Unreasonable Doubt, and they dropped plenty of F-bombs on Unreasonable Doubt, and there was plenty of fingering that was it wasn't in a way of we're being secretive about this. It's very obvious.
Oh, okay. Much like your spa experience.
Yeah, we see hands going inside. Like it's not actual fingers, but hands going inside of pants. Yeah. And then like I believe she did lick it off fingers. So I feel like that had to be cut out for.
Oh, I would think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paradise has some ass. Yeah. There's some ass. Also, like, I don't know, there's just like a really dark air to it that's like, it's like Desperate Housewives, but like darker. And so I guess I can also probably still get away with like a lot of this stuff because it's not like explicitly said or done. It's just like, if you know, you know, like the vibe, like bad vibe. Like it's feeling dark. But we were just talking about how we want to watch it again, like, and start it over. So maybe we'll do that at the same time that you start.
Okay. I'll start this weekend. I watched all of Survival of the Thickest, like I said. That was perfect to do. It was so good. I love just how it's just like people existing. Like, and I feel like this is the best show of like a friendship group where everybody is very different but the same at the same time. And I understand, like on some shows I do not understand why these people are friends.
Sex and the City.
Yes, on this show I'm like it really makes sense why they're friends and how they all like lift each other up and they have their flaws but like they're there for each other in a really beautiful way. And
I love TV shows that feel just like a window into like reality, because like reality TV is not like there's just like there's an essence and an aspect of that. That's how I felt with the friendships on New Girl.
Yeah, same thing. And we're just like I'll say the second season I could have done without the first episode, but like I feel like she just wanted to be in Italy and that's fine.
Hey, you know, I understand.
If I'm going on a Netflix dime to be in Italy, great.
Yeah.
Love it. But then after that it really takes off.
Oh, sick. Okay.
But it still feels like the end of the season. I'm like, I need 15 more episodes. Like, this is not the end of the season. We're just getting started, but it's really good.
It's streaming, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay. Is it Netflix original?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I was like, I wonder if maybe
8 episodes.
Oh, because I was saying maybe it's like how Abbott, they had a shorter condensed season because of the strike last year.
Mm-mm.
No, they just have 8 point blank.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm so used to streaming that we just started watching the Grosse Pointe Garden Society, which...
That's going to be... I actually was going to start it before Paradise, but I can do both at the same time because Grosse Pointe... Again, Grosse Pointe has not been renewed. But also, I have time to catch up. Because it's out every week.
Yeah, but all the episodes aren't out yet.
That's what I'm saying. By the time, like, if I caught up, then there's still more episodes to go.
Okay. It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a real quick little accidental thing on TikTok and I quickly scrolled past, but even just that 1 second I saw, I'm like, I was already in before, but like I'm still in.
It's so good. Aja Naomi, I'm obsessed with her. Like,
yeah, it's Asia, actually.
Oh, it is Asia.
Yes.
We used to call her Asia, and then we switched to Aja because we thought it was Aja.
Yeah, and then after we talked about it the last episode, I was like, actually, this doesn't feel right. Let me go look it up. It's Asia.
Okay, I don't know why we had it right, and then we just switched for about a year and a half. Mm-hmm. Okay, for Aja Naomi King, like first of all, she's got a bob. And she's Bob and Miss Roberting. Like, it is like the bobbiest bob you have ever seen. Mm-hmm. And it's Michaela with a bob. Like, it is, she's so phenomenal. She's such a fucking good actress. Like, when there's like literally one scene of just her reacting to something someone said. And I was like, I literally looked up. I said, did she go to Juilliard? Like, she is so good. It's such a fucking prime time. Like, it is such like a network show in the way that it reminds me of Desperate Housewives again in a bit. It's
very soapy.
Yeah, and they have like each one of them switches to narrate each different episode, and they like tie it all together with like flowers and stuff. And so I was like, oh my god, this is just, it's so like campy and over the top. And I love when network shows depict rich people, but they don't have like a massive budget to get them Birkins, and so like it's just all this costume jewelry, and like it's just like fun, and they all have like very distinct fun characters, and like it's like twisty. And Mats fell asleep, but I was like so annoyed because we watched the second I watched the full second episode, but in the first episode I had like said something being like, oh my god, what if this person did this thing? And he was like, no, that is like not what you're supposed to be picking up on. That's like not what is happening. And I was like, okay, I'm just saying, like, could kind of make sense. And by the time he fell asleep, there's like, starts being like, one of the characters being like, did this person, like, or not even the character suspecting, but like, as the audience, it just is becoming like, oh, maybe this person is like, not all the wonderful things that the rest of the people say that they are. Like, maybe there's something else here. And then by the end of the second episode, the person was like, wait, what if this person did this thing? And I was like,
you're like hitting Mats. Get up, motherfucker.
Bitch, I was right. Wake up, I was right. Wake up, I was right. And because like I literally was like, oh, maybe I am. Because like I pulled it out of nowhere. Like there was no indication.
From the podcast that brought you to each of the last lesbian bars in the country and back in time through the sapphic history that shaped them comes a brand new season of cruising beyond the bars. This is your host, Sarah Gabrielli, and I've spent the past year interviewing history-making lesbians and queer folks about all kinds of queer spaces, from bookstores to farms to line dancing and much more. You can listen to Cruising on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes air every other Tuesday starting February 4th.
Do you love Disney? Then you are going to love our hit podcast, Disney Countdown. I'm Megan, the magical millennial.
And I'm the dapper Danielle.
On every episode of our fun and family-friendly show, we count down our top 10 lists of all things Disney. There is nothing we don't cover.
We are famous for rabbit holes, Disney-themed games, and fun facts you didn't know you needed, but you definitely need in your life. So if you're looking for a healthy dose of Disney magic, check out Disney Countdown wherever you get your podcasts.
In humanity's search for other worlds, we found something unexpected. It's a massive collection of tiny pocket realities, and each one is a story.
But when we explored those stories, things didn't go as planned.
Mr. Darcy?
I am Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
Ah, humbug.
What happens when classic stories go wrong? I go in to fix them.
I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome.
Subscribe and listen to Muse, the latest audio drama from Dayton Writers Movement and Realm.
I also did discover last night that Anna Sophia Robb is very famous to me and very famous to a sect of people.
I know that name.
So that's what I thought Mott's would say. I'm like, I'm not expecting you to know who they are, but like, I think you would know her name or her face or something. She's also had the same face her entire life, and she's a child actor.
Oh, yeah, the girl that was in Carrie Diaries.
Yeah, Bridge to Terabithia, as well as...
Never seen that.
Well, I thought I was seeing Bridge to Terabithia one time. My friend invited me over for a movie in 2008? Came out in 2007, 2006. I get there, and I think we're watching Bridge to Terabithia. And then suddenly there's this creature that has hands on the eyeballs, and it's like, ugh. And I realized I'm watching Pan's Labyrinth. And Mott was like, how do you get those confused? And I showed him the posters. They came out in the same year. I'm pretty sure they both start with like Kids in the Woods. And I'm like, I just mixed it up. I thought I was watching young Josh Hutcherson and Anna Sophia Robb, the girl from Because of Winn-Dixie. Nope. Wait, that was her, Because of Winn-Dixie? No, is that the other one?
She was Violet in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the one that came out in 2005. I do remember that.
She was Winn-Dixie.
Asleep numerous times during that. Okay. I mean, she was on an episode of Z-Way, so that would have been the only other thing that I've seen her in.
She's also in one of your sisters and I's faves, Mufasa. Rebel Ridge.
Oh.
Starring Mufasa.
It's not listed on her.
Really? Not one of her top?
Wikipedia. What's it called?
Rebel Ridge.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was a TV show. It's a movie?
I failed you. Yeah.
I've been thinking it was a TV show the whole time.
No.
Okay.
No. He only had to do the American accent for a movie. For an hour and a half.
Actually, if you would have told me that, would get me to watch it.
Shut the fuck up, don't say that!
Because that would make it quicker. And I don't have to sit through a full TV show. I have a long list, okay?
It's just a very well done movie as well. Okay. Like, it's really well acted, but it's also just action-wise. Like, it's very few movies do I watch where I'm like, oh, great action sequence. Like, this was a very, like, really good job in the action. And I feel that way about, what one is it? Is it Winter Soldier or Civil War? One of the Marvels has like a pretty good hand-to-hand combat kind of stuff. Rebel Ridge also has like very good action sequences. And then we just watched another action thing that was like great and we loved. Oh, we watched G20. I can't believe I didn't start with that.
We briefly talked about this. I feel like we did.
About wanting to watch it. Yeah. The trailer. Because Mott's finally found it after we have already talked about it.
Yeah, it's on Prime.
Melissa, it was so fucking good.
It looks good.
I loved it. It was great. Have your sisters, have they seen it yet? Which one loved Rebel Ridge?
Meghan. So she might have. I don't know. I feel like stuff on like Prime, people just don't know to watch.
Yeah,
it.
so I would tell her to watch it because it was really good, and it reminded me of Rebel Ridge in the that's how it came up, the hand-to-hand combat stuff, and I just thought it was like really, really, really well done. So I think she would like it if she also loves Rebel Ridge.
It is hard for me to watch anything with Anthony Anderson in it. After I learned that his mother taught him to eat out women, and every time I see him, that's all I think about.
So you knew I didn't know that, and instead you decided to...
I thought I had told you.
No, bitch, and you decided right now to tell me. Well, I'm really glad I found this out afterwards, because I already had a hard time believing that him and Viola Davis were married, because I was like, Tracy Ellis Ross is your wife. Like, this is...
Yeah.
And Mott was like, no, I think they've got great chemistry. And I was like, I'm not saying that they're not acting well and they don't have great chemistry. It's just like, when he is on the screen on my television, he is with Tracy Ellis Ross.
See, and for me, and he's told this story numerous times as a hee ha ha. And
you're going to make this even worse, aren't you?
Him and his friend, his mom told him that they needed to know. And she sat them down. They were I think 19 when it was happening, so at least they were adults. But she sat them down and I believe had them watch a DVD that she had and talk them through it. And he's told this on he's been interviewed in articles for this. He's told this on talk shows, late night talk shows as a funny. And I'm like,
it's
so
not funny.
Disgusted. And I cannot watch anything that it's very hard for me to watch anything that he's in. Does he die in this? Because then I can get behind it.
No, but it's not good for him.
Okay, well.
So he suffers.
Okay.
He's suffering a lot.
Okay.
So I think you could enjoy it more. I also really hate this considering he keeps doing things with his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, he loves his mom.
Yeah, his mom is public facing.
Yes.
And I really don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really upset that you showed me that.
I thought I had already told you.
No, by the way, if I found out that information, the way I would tell you immediately, because if I have to be plagued with that knowledge, other people do too. So I understand, but holy fucking shit. Wow. This, you know what? Everybody needs a team like Jalen Hurts of all women that you filter through before you get on a fucking talk show and you say, hey, I'm going to say this in public. And instead have them be like, hey, no, that's fucking weird. Don't do that.
Yep. So, Viola Davis, love her, of course. I just sent you a video of her.
Is it Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram. I do have, as y'all know, the Spirit Tunnel blocked, but it pops up everywhere because apparently it brings a lot of people joy.
I'm waiting for SNL to do a Spirit Tunnel.
I'm surprised they haven't. It made me giggle.
She's stomping.
You'll see.
Can we talk about his outfit? He looks like he's parking cars. He looks like a valet. I'm addicted to this outfit, though. Like, I actually didn't realize that I love the outfits that valet drivers wear until I see this on him, and I go, that's actually really fucking cute. Yeah, she's rounding out the end. She's the caboose. Put this woman on a stage. Give her a Tony. She wants to perform. By the way,
and
why wasn't she in Hustlers?
Right. Like, that's because I think she's at the point now where she doesn't have to do all the serious stuff. During Hustlers, I feel like she was doing more. She was like, I am on the same. Who was it that she compared herself to?
Meryl?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she is a Meryl Streep.
And she is.
Fully.
And I don't think at that point, but like, you know, Meryl didn't do those movies that you like until
Mamma Mia.
Later. Yeah.
Oh, Viola Davis needs a Mamma Mia. Mm-hmm. Give her a Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Expeditiously. Watch Viola Davis be in like a movie adaptation of like Back to the Future, the musical.
Yes. Something incredible like that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm addicted to this.
Wow. So, I love it. Yeah. Samantha ran into her at a Pinkberry and said she was delightful. But also, like, speaking of Samantha and Pinkberry, I went to downtown Burbank, whatever that little strip is. Have you been there? It was fun.
Is it the one that has Christmas lights all year round?
I didn't see any
wide
Christmas
street,
lights.
but there's also like outdoor dining.
Yeah.
And is it a Target or a Macy's? There's like a big.
There's
like
a Ross.
It's on, and then on the other side, the back of a mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
We went there after the movie, and I haven't been like.
Oh, you went to Pinkberry.
I wanted to because they were getting food, but I had ate right before. Yep. Scarfed that down
because she was
famished. Starving.
Walked in my house and said, "Do you have any alcohol?" And I said, "No."
And that would have been bad for me to drink on an empty. Well, it wasn't empty. I was just
but by the time you got your food, you had to leave so quickly. You would have done like a shot and then hopped in the car. I would have gotten car. So
no, I was going to take the shot before.
Oh, then it would have been on it. Like
it wasn't empty, but I just was hungry.
Yeah, you were.
I'm hungry all the time.
Hey, it's pumping iron.
Yeah. So they went and got some seafood boil. And so I was doing a lap because I just wanted something to drink. Mm-hmm. And so I went because I wanted something a little fruity, but like light. And so I went to Pinkberry first and I was like, I don't want this. So I was like, let me go see what the local people that are having the stands outside. Let me see what they got. And first I went to this like strawberry place, and it's the place that I've seen a lot of TikToks where they're doing like the Dubai chocolate strawberry cups, but they had a cake.
Okay.
And this was the best cake I've ever had that I haven't made before. The chocolate was so light and it was sweet, but not too sweet. And then they did the pistachio and the pistachio cream and the fila crispy. Like it was layered too, and then had like bits of pistachio.
What was
on
it
the
served
top.
in?
I mean, it was just a little plastic thing because it was like a farmer's market type of.
But is it like, you know how like when some people make a sheet cake and then they use like biscuit cutters to like cut around, or was it a slice?
It was a square slice, so it would have been like a sheet cake, but it was cut into a square.
Wow,
it was incredible, and I was still pretty full, so I just had like a bite of it, and I was like amazed, and then the next day I was eating it and I was truly like, I need more of it. And they didn't have any packaging, like any stickers or anything like saying this is what this was. And even the woman that checked me out, she was like, this cake is going to be amazing. I was like, yeah, okay.
And it was.
And it was. And then I was trying, so I had to like look back on my debit card to see what the name of the place was. They don't even have it posted anywhere on their social media or anything.
It's in If You Know, You Know.
Yeah. And it was so good. And then I also got from the stand next to it a cucumber lemonade pineapple, and that was also good. And then I came home and made it myself after that. I was like, I need this. And then I used which you might appreciate, and maybe you can have some tomorrow. I used instead of water, I put coconut water in it. So it's very electrolyte-y.
Does it taste bodily fluidy? That's my issue with coconut water.
I think when you use coconut water that, like the honest coconut, it doesn't taste like that.
But do you know what I mean? That like it literally tastes
I know what you mean, but it's like the lower quality.
Okay.
I feel like
only time I've ever had it was in a little shot glass at Costco, and I was like, I've sucked a dick and I know this tastes like something that comes out of your body.
Yeah, the honest one, you have to keep that refrigerated. A lot of it you don't have to keep refrigerated that you buy in the stores.
Yeah.
Honest you do. And so I think it's the closest to actual coconut water that makes sense. When you open up a coconut. So I use that.
I also
it's just
have
refreshing.
Yeah, and I have an issue with room temperature viscous liquid. Like I need it to be, if it's room temperature, it needs to be so thin. It cannot have any sort of bite to it at all. It cannot be thick at all, because that just feels.
And that's honest isn't thick.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll try it.
Yeah. So.
Everyone keeps recommending that's because it's like really great for electrolytes.
Mm-hmm. So that was part of the reason I use it as I drink like Gatorade Zero during my workout, and then after with my post-workout meal, I'll have that with it.
What's your flavor
this week for the
Gatorade?
The blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I got the
powder.
powder.
It's blue.
Yeah, I got the powder instead of the.
Oh, smart. Less plastic.
Less plastic, but also way cheaper. You can get a pack of 10 for $3. You can't even get one Gatorade for $3. It's more flavorful, and then has like it's less sweet and has more of the stuff in it. I don't know why anybody's buying Gatorade.
No, that makes sense, because people also think Gatorade is like too salty. I think it could be saltier. Like I'm a fan of it being even possibly saltier, but I prefer a powdered drink in water versus just the drink right off the bat.
And I have a thing with sugars where like it clogs up my throat. Like the regular Gatorade clogs up my throat. I can't do like, even like if it's not a pure cane sugar, I can't do a soda. That's why I like that Ginger Ale Zero that you got.
Yeah.
We had at your birthday. I was like, this tastes so much better. Even like a Starburst, I can't do it. I don't know what it is about it. And everybody's like, Melissa, that's not normal. And I'm like, okay.
For me,
obviously my body is rejecting it. I don't want it. There are other options I can have.
For me, it makes my teeth feel fuzzy to the point of like they're so like I can't function. And even if I brush my teeth, it's I need to scrape off. I need to scrape the inside of my tongue. I need to scrape my esophagus, my stomach, as well as the inside of my mouth and all of my teeth. And I can't. I used to literally, the first time in my life, I had Hawaiian fruit punch as a birthday party.
That's a different
Melissa.
Level. There's so much sugar in that.
I was like a dog. I opened the window. I went to a party at a birthday party at the beach. I was riding the back seat. I opened the window, mouth and tongue open, trying to be like, what do I do?
I need somebody to study that and Sunny D, because both of these liquids do not get cold. I don't care. You can put it in the freezer. They don't get cold.
Oh, I hate that.
They do not get cold.
That's alarming.
And they also do the cloggy throat thing.
Yeah.
They also make your teeth instantly fuzzy, and they're not hydrating in any type of way. They make you more thirsty. What is wrong with these two drinks?
I don't know. And you know what I would like to add on to that, but I've never had it, but I have so many questions about it. I want them to study it because I want to learn more. Yahoo.
Oh, Yoo-hoo is delicious.
It's Yoo-hoo, not Yahoo.
Yeah, Yoo-hoo it's just chocolate. It's a chocolate drink.
Is it carbonated?
No.
Oh, it's in a carbonated packaging that makes me think it was carbonated.
I mean, some of them come in cans, some of them come in a carton, some come in a glass thing, but it's all the same formula.
I've only ever seen the ones that look like Mexican Coke that you had at the restaurants. Of like the glass, tiny neck, small glass bottle.
No, it's just chocolate. A chocolate, like a cocoa without milk in it. So it's chocolate drink.
Like when they do the Swiss mix in water?
Yeah. But it's sweeter. That's good. It's delicious.
Is it for like healthy bones or something?
No,
or am I thinking
that's Ovaltine.
Yeah. They were in the same section in the grocery store.
Yeah.
I like remember it vividly.
Yeah, Ovaltine's more, it has a lot of like vitamins and minerals in it. So like when I got my wisdom teeth taken out and I couldn't like eat food, I had that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of people have it after they've been out drinking.
Like Pedialyte.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I understand.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Forget the frustration of picking commerce platforms when you switch your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell. With Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/tech.
This podcast is supported by Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. RVs are for sharing adventures with family, friends, and even your pets. So if you bring your cats and dogs along for the ride, you'll want Progressive RV Insurance. They protect your cats and dogs like family by offering up to $1,000 in optional coverage for vet bills in case of an RV accident, making it a great companion for the responsible pet owner who loves to travel. See Progressive's other benefits and more when you quote RV insurance at Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pet injuries and additional coverage and subject to policy terms.
Shopping is hard, right? But there's a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. I just give my stylist my size, style, and budget preferences. I order boxes when I want and how I want. No subscription required. And she sends just for me pieces. Plus outfit recommendations and styling tips. I keep what I love and send back the rest. It's so easy. Personal styling for everyone. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Spotify. That's stitchfix.com/Spotify.
We planted our garden.
Nice. I sent you a message and said, I'm glad it cooled down drastically.
Oh, yeah,
today.
I saw that. I forgot to respond.
This is the perfect day for you to be out in your garden.
It was. And it's looking really good. So fingers crossed. We're having to like figure out a way to keep the stuff covered while like not making it hotter and having there be like still being able to access it. So I like ordered something for the interim to like prop up the netting we have that goes like on top, because we have squirrels, and then we also have like rats allegedly. So we need to do that, but I have to put those in. But it's like looking like pretty good, and I'm hopeful, fucking hopeful, that this shit works. And we bought like more established plants this time. We went to a nursery where one of our neighbors has gotten a lot of hers and they're very well established. And then I did accidentally overbuy. So I thought I was buying a more established cabbage plant. No. Turns out I bought 6 cabbage plants. So I had to like space them out and be like, God, I hope this is enough fucking room for 6 cabbages. Mm-hmm. But the one I'm most excited for, which I'll eagerly report back, everybody. One of the things I'm most excited for is I got pickling cucumbers. So that could be really fun. We also got guacamelons.
I'm unfamiliar with that.
You know, it's one of those Island of Spy Kids 2 things.
I haven't seen that movie.
I know, but for people who do. Guacamelons or cucamelons. Oh, they're supposed to be cucumber. So it's cucamelon, not guac. I was making it guac. Cucamelon. They're Mexican sour gherkins or mouse
I know
melons.
what that is.
And this just tastes like cucumber with a hint of lime. And like, they sound lovely. And we got snap peas too. But if anybody has any tips or ways they cover or like specific things that they've bought, the one that I found that like seems like it would fit our boxes. They're like $80 each without shipping, which is like a lot. And then we can't have the trellis like still in there, which is annoying to me because I also need some of the things need a trellis, but we don't really have an option to like not cover. So we'll see. Everybody wish us luck right now because it's finally no longer just the kale plant.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I have all the pieces to my Cowboy Carter outfit except for my hat. And
did you get him tailored yet?
No, I just got it yesterday. The top. So, I need to go get it the complete thing, the top two, because they're made for someone taller and someone with no ass. And so it's supposed to be like the top is supposed to be midriff. It's all the way down past where the waist is on the skirt.
Oh, damn.
Because I'm short.
No, I know, but like picturing what I think I forgot because I'm picturing it. You showed me the like, so picturing it on the model and then being like, oh yeah, I guess that person's probably like 5'11".
5'11". Yep,
yeah.
She is. So I'm going to I found a tailor that's very close to me, and he also makes his own clothes. And I was looking at his Instagram, and I could have just gone to him but I wanted to be Levi because of the song.
Yeah.
But I could have gone to him and got him to he's made some incredible pieces. He has a whole denim like store in his tailor place of all things that he's made. So
send me the link.
I will. But I need him to shorten the vest and shorten the skirt and bring in the big ass gap that I have. Because it was no stretch. And I knew when I saw it was no stretch, I was like, I'm going to have to do this based on my ass size and not my waist size. I got like 3 inches hanging out. And it's so tight on my ass.
It's a problem that a lot of people envy.
You being one of them?
Yeah, I will say though that like in the last like 2 years, my hips have gotten like wider.
Yeah.
And it is crazy because I have some like skirts that still technically fit, but they don't look like how they used to like.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, okay.
This looks
slutty.
Gone with now that with the skirts, I'm just going to have it. That's just how it has to be because I do not feel like getting every skirt that I buy tailored. So they're just going to have to be short, and that's fine.
Or also have some stretch.
Yeah. But even with the stretch, it's still because of the way. With the stretch with pants is better because it like grips your bottom, but there's no grip at the bottom.
Well, the skirt it's still gonna ride up. There's just maybe you won't get rug burn as it does if there's a little bit of softness in it.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I just have to get my hat now, and then I'll be ready. I need some jewelry too, but I'm pretty much done.
So I think I'm gonna do a thrift like this weekend a bit, and I want to try and find. I have like a couple belts I could do, but I kind of want to find one with like a cool buckle. And I want to find jewelry. So I'll text you pictures if I find like lots of cute stuff. But I I had like an idea after a while of like this dress that I already have that's like long and lace and like sheer and doing.
Have I
like,
seen this dress?
I don't know because like I don't know that I've had
seen
it forever.
you in a long sheer dress and you had like brown cowboy boots on in the picture.
Yeah, so so it's not that one specific, but it's like a similar like vibe. It's definitely like a little bit more like lacy in a like it's really cute and it's like a tank top one and I literally think I have never worn it because I was like waiting for a reason to wear it and I think it could be cute. Again, there's just I have to try it on because there's a specific look that I don't want to have.
Yeah.
I don't want to look. I don't want to look like the romper stomper. I don't want to
look like you just got back from Coachella. You don't want to look like.
I don't want to look like a bohemian Republican mom.
What's
that?
What did they
what's
just
that
have?
brand?
The like. I don't know what you're talking about, but they just had like a pretty MAGA party or some shit like that. You don't want to look like any of those bitches.
No, I don't want to look like Magnolia Pearl.
I don't know them.
We've talked about them before.
Okay.
And don't refresh your memory. They're horrible. I don't want to look like that. So I have to check to make sure. And if I end up getting from the auction, because I forgot, but no one bought it, so thankfully, that hat that I showed you, if I paired that with it, that automatically makes it like trashy in a fun way. And so I think that the lacy thing, and depending on what I wear under it, I think it could be fun. Like if I wear black under it, I think it could be fun, or dark brown. But I think if I go like a nude slip,
or don't wear anything at all.
No, I'm saying like black underwear and a black bra.
Okay, great.
Not as opposed to like a nude
slip.
Like
a slip.
No. God, the era of that, of like the exposed, like the contrasting slip.
Also, don't forget we have Z-Way that week too.
I know Mott's literally just asking about that. Send me that again. How much do I owe you tickets?
It's one of your presents that I owe you.
Oh my God, thanks. Love it. Can't wait. Did you see the couple who got engaged at a Z-Way concert? And then the husband was like, let's go. And it was like a sports game. I was like, yeah, that's me. Also, last thing I'll say, I ended up on Toddlers and Tiaras TikTok. Don't ask me how. Have you seen this video of a little girl who was on Toddlers and Tiaras? And this show's like old. So like this is years ago. And it's her playing with a little, I think is it a black Barbie or a black, like, it's like a doll. And she's got like a lot of different ones. And the mom is a white woman. This is a white little girl. And the mom is like, ever since she was born, she does not like the peach doll.
I have seen this. I didn't know it was from Toddlers and Tiaras, but I had
and how her pageant look. And the mom goes, it's the 2009, 2008? Beyonce at the BET Awards. And the girl is so excited. And all the comments are being like, damn, pulled out that reference so quick. And the mom is like, and the mom goes, God bless her. She's got no rhythm, but she's cute. And I showed Mott's and Mott's was like, what the fuck is this show? And I was like, okay, well, you're not going to.
I didn't know it was Toddlers and Tiaras, but I have seen that clip. I had actually popped up recently too.
No, I literally saw it like 2 days ago.
I've seen it before years ago. And yeah, see, and I just, notice no blackface in any type of way. This is actual appreciation and not being a fucking weirdo racist trying to disguise it in appreciation.
Yeah, so I don't know what like she wore. I don't know that she did anything like darker than the standard. Yeah, so just the mom being like, we support her, we love her, but so sorry, honey. She prays every night that she turns brown. And the mom, and the mom also like suddenly implying, being like, "Ooh, sweetie, this is you have zero. There is no rhythm. She cannot dance." And she's just like, "Oh, God bless her." And I was like, I as opposed to like, my daughter can do no wrong. My kid is like perfect and amazing and wonderful. She was like, we love Beyonce, and we also love Beyonce because we can never be like Beyonce.
Yes,
because honey, 2 left feet. But it was it
I
killed
wonder where she is today. I wonder where she is. And then there's this girl that was on, because there's like some people like that little boy that was dancing and now he's a grown man dancing for Beyonce. Like I love seeing those type of stories. I want to see her. And then the girl that was on Tyra Banks and she was playing against Beyonce in like Who Knows Beyonce Better. And I want to know what she's doing too.
Yeah. I love that stuff where it's like massive fans of something at a certain age and then they grow up to be whatever. That would be so fun. I saw do you remember it was like a viral TikTok a couple years ago of the kid who was in the Finding Nemo musical, and he's like, "Where's my dad?" I'm all Melissa. Just in the wild, I came across a video of someone being like, when you're in your white friend's car and they've got the aux cord, and they're kind of like, "Hey, this is kind of good. Like, what is this?" And then the top comment was, "I can't believe this is the Finding Nemo boy." And I was like, "There's no fucking way, Melissa. He sounds like Journal's Justin Bieber."
Okay.
Like, and I was like, and I forget how fucking fast kids grow up. And I was like, this is deeply inappropriate. And then I see a music video and I go, oh no, he's growing up.
Something tells me that you're thinking about me when you come around me. Tell me, can you see it clear as day or is it cloudy? Don't mind me, they on rambling.
This is really good.
It's really good. This is Finding Nemo. He's got multiple chains on.
Yeah, he sounds really good.
He sounds incredible. He sounds like... It really sounds like the vibe of Journal's Justin Bieber with, like, believe Justin Bieber's voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell? And I'm just...
What the hell-y? What the hell-Beyonce?
What the hell-Beyonce? One of the top comments says, "Marlon, know you out here in these streets?"
Haven't seen Finding Nemo, but I get it.
You understand. It's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's just so good. So that's all I have for you.
All right. We are so thankful for you all listening. Thank you for joining us. Let's come together again on Monday for But Am I Wrong? Tuesday for See You Next Tuesday. Wednesday, listen to your most favorite episode. Thursday, we have Don't Blame Me. And then we'll be back here on Friday for another thorough fisting.
I hope you enjoy.
Goodbye.
Bye. This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Let's clear this up right now. Bros love reality TV. You may think it's all sports all the time, but have you ever noticed your boyfriend or husband in the background while you're trying to wind down and enjoy The Housewives?
Oh, I know the type. They linger in the back of the room and ask questions, offer their opinions, but when you ask them to take a seat and watch with you, suddenly they're not interested.
Well, here at Bros and Shows, we are tired of perpetuating that dudes don't love reality TV, because guess what? We do, and it's time we erase the stigma that comes with it.
And we cover it all, from Real Housewives to The Bachelor, from Vanderpump Rules to The Traitors, and we're ready to give you our takes. We aren't here to step on any toes, we just want to join the conversation.
Bros and Shows, a podcast from the bros for everyone, for whoever wants to listen.
Let's hang out.
I'm Ellie. And I'm Lee, and we're the co-hosts of Let's Hang Out, a show about LGBTQ representation in the media, because representation matters. Come hang out with us to talk about all of the characters that should have been gay.
Because every movie or TV show would be better if it was gay.
Listen to us interview your favorite LGBTQ actors and creators.
Elise Bauman from Carmilla.
It just reminds me of, like, every time a queer woman becomes single, there's, like, this high-pitched siren that goes out that, like, only other queer women can hear, and they're like, what was that? Like, did I just hear the bat signal? Is a queer woman single again?
So binge on Let's Hang Out wherever you listen to podcasts, and hang out with us every Monday for your weekly LGBTQ fix.
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Lee. And let's hang out again soon.
Let's hang out.
Bitches on Comics is a bi-monthly interview podcast where we talk to the coolest LGBTQ plus folks and women in comics and pop culture.
Our unique perspectives and welcoming nature have earned us the honor of being named a best comic book podcast by Book Riot, Screen Rant, The Mary Sue, Comic Book Herald, and Comic Book Couples Counseling.
Bitches on Comics is hosted by moi, Monica Estrella Negra, filmmaker, writer, and co-founder of Audrey's Revenge Film,
and me, Essie Fleenor, comic and pop culture nerd and culture critic with writing in The Independent, Vice, Electric Literature, Star Trek, and so much more.
We're also both voting members of Gallica, the Society of LGBTQ plus entertainment critics.
Join Bitches on Comics for in-depth, hilarious, and heartfelt conversations with the likes of Stephanie Williams, Leah Anderson, and the late, great Rachel Pollack.
Listen to Bitches on Comics on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Or tune in at bitchesoncomics.com. New episodes every other Wednesday.